Hey, today we are Tuesday, January 29th, 2019, in the middle of the kickoff season, as you know. So I just delivered a few speeches during the kickoffs and some trainings and continuing in February and March. I wanted to share one thing that I'm seeing almost in every group, every company where I'm getting involved. I ask usually the audience, sales reps, if they're familiar with MEDDIC, and if you are familiar, have already practiced it somewhere. And then, of course, during the day or during my presentations, I always double check with those who are familiar. And the one thing that almost none of them is executing properly is the ROI, the return on investment. What you do with metrics to get to the return on investment. And today I want to take a few minutes explaining why metrics without ROI is knowledge without execution.
It's like measuring your body fat, becoming aware you're overweight, and then doing nothing about it. If you don't act on it, why do you even bother measuring?
You know that there is some metrics, some measurable gains which will lead to economic gain, and you are not leveraging them the right way with the right pitch in order to transform these metrics into dollars, savings, or increase of revenue, either way. So almost everyone who has understood MEDDIC and metrics knows that metrics are measurable KPIs, measurable parameter, which leads to an economic gain, which leads to an economic impact. The whole purpose of metrics within the MEDDIC framework is to get to that economic impact. You need to have a process which will transform your metrics almost automatically into a saving in dollars or a gain in revenue or gain in something again in dollars. It needs to be finally somewhere in dollars because that's what the economic buyer is interested in, and that's why is the reason why they buy your product or your solution or your service to start with. So on MEDDIC Academy, you have the ROI mini course. It's a 15 minutes or 20 minutes course, very quick, like the rest of MEDDIC, sharp and to the point, immediately applicable and executable, where you are being given a very simple process of transforming metrics into a payback period, which also is very similar to ROI. You can always also use it as an ROI, but ROI is general term, so I prefer the payback period. Why? Because it's very easily understandable by anyone. So both by the person who prepares it, you, the sales rep. You don't need to be a financial in order to understand it. It's very easily accessible to everyone, and also to your audience and even your champion who will understand, acknowledge, and see that you have something to present to your economic buyer in a very easily understandable way, and not something complicated that only McKinsey consultants are able to develop and elaborate and deliver. So you learn how to do it easily, both in the case of increase of something like revenue, increase of sales, and also in the situation of saving something, reducing the duration of some product development, for instance, saving in time and saving in cost. So that's essential.
And as you can see, there are many benefits of using a ROI approach. Most important being that you remove all the conversation about the request for discount. There is no point to make a discount when your product is making them saving cost or increasing revenue or making dollars. Um, and you create urgency. that compelling event that we talk about during some other moments of the MEDDIC training, that compelling event is right there. Why? Because each day they are not using your solution, they lose money. They're losing money right now, every day, not using your solution. So it's very powerful.
I invite you to check on MEDDIC Academy. The link is down below for the ROI course. And remember, metrics without ROI is knowledge without action. Thank you. See you soon.